Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about how to get the Anguish. We're going to start off in the Sunken Haunt. Now, the Sunken Haunt is one of the many places that can spawn the Ethereal Manor. Now, going inside the Ethereal Manor, we're going to go up to the second floor and talk to the guy sitting in the chair. We're going to return back to that room once we get into the actual Ethereal Manor, but he's going to go over there and tell us to wake up. This is when you are going to go inside. I didn't want to use the liquid death to kill myself just yet. As I have seen in other videos, they've said to go up to the second floor and then get transported yet again. So I wasn't going to take my chances in order to use the liquid death and see if that would happen, if I would go to the place where I need to go. So I just went up to the second floor, talked to the guy sitting in the chair. He reset me yet again, sending me back to the beginning of the Ethereal Manor. And this is where the journey for Anguish begins. From this point on, after using liquid death, you do not want to die. If you die, the whole instance will have to be reset again. You have to go back here to the Ethereal Manor, and then you'll have to do the beginning steps at the beginning of the video, rinse and repeat, whatever. As soon as you get inside the consecrated throne, go up to the consecrated throne and get the crimson gemstone ring sitting there on the throne. There's nothing else here from what I can imagine from when we looked around. We ended up going back to the world stone, the little world stone, to exit the dungeon and go back to Ward 13. Again, do not use liquid death to get out of this instance, because you cannot die from the point that you got put inside the Ethereal Manor and use the liquid death for the first time. We're going to return back to Ward 13. We're going to run all the way down to where Ford had taken you into the beginning of the game, and then the guy's going to be there telling you to wake up with a sequence of long drawn out phrases and stuff as he elaborates more on his story. We're going to go back up to the World Stone, and then we're going to go to our next destination, which is Yesha, and we're going to go to the Red Throne. Now, upon arriving at the Red Throne area, again, I cannot stress this enough, you do not want to die. I ended up battling these enemies here, so they did not follow me and end up killing me from some weird instance. If they did follow me trying to run past them, right? In other videos, some people run past them or whatever just to get to the guy, but I was not that confident as I was playing on Apocalypse mode, because that's really the only mode I play on. The guy is in the back of the room here from the Red Throne. You're going to talk to him again. He's going to give you a sequence. He's going to talk to you a bit, elaborating on his story. Then we're going to go back to the World Stone and go to the Labyrinth and enter the Fractured Ingress. We're going to go talk to this guy up here on the edge of this ledge behind that big portal. And then once we've talked to that guy, we're going to want to travel back to, in my instance, Ward 13, because I wanted to switch the world to Narud. I did not have the perfect map. I ended up having to re-roll a world to go into Narud to get to Talrosh's refuge. Now, the guy's going to be over there in the corner, and our journey is almost complete for the Anguish. Again, I had to go back and switch different game modes because our next destination was going to be Root Earth, and I started at the Ashen Wasteland. Now, from the Ashen Wasteland, you're going to make your way all the way down. There will be higher tier enemies here, so again, try not to die. You're going to see the route that I took. You can take any route that you want to. Just know that, you know, the routes that you take here on the Rooted Earth all ends up leading to one destination, to where this little elite comes out to try to mop you up. Again, do not die. We're going to run past this guy. We're going to run all the way down here to the area for past the train yard. The train yard has a boss in it. So in this area for the train yard, you might want to beat those bosses and stuff before getting to this area, running past the train yard area to get to the guy. Our last stop is going to be the Tormented Asylum, and here that's going to be the one with the Nightweaver. Going to talk to the guy in the corner at the Nightweaver's area. We're going to quick slot the Drang's Dream and use the Drang's Dream. Now, I'm making note of this now. My buddy that was with me on this journey did not have any of these steps. He didn't see the guy doing any of the stuff that I was doing, and then he ended up getting the Anguish anyway because I had ended up getting the Anguish. The same thing works for the Forest Medal. If you have a buddy that you're playing with, he does that part and you do that part, you'll still get the Forest Medallion in order for you to get the Trinity gun, but I digress. Now, the Anguish. The Anguish is a gun I feel like was worth getting. It is a sidearm or pistol or whatever have you in the pistol area slot. But it is an explosive weapon. Explosive weapons go really good with summoner, and I'm always thinking of ways to try to make my summoner better. It is a charged weapon. When you hold down the charge button, it will consume your life and end up getting you into gray health. So if you want to use it with gray health builds, you can. Sequence shot and supercharger do work with it as well, as it works like a bow. I want to say the condensed coil or the closed circuit coil, something like that, is one of the new rings that you can get. When you shoot a charge shot, you get a portion of shield. That works really good with Anguish as well. The archer's crest and the feather light ring also work with the Anguish, as the projectile speed will get a lot faster. Some things to note for the Anguish, and it does scale with explosive damage. Hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and easy to get the Anguish. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm a 10-man walking.